At the Grenada County EDD Economic Gardening website, I'm here with Jeffrey Armstrong with Whitaker Furniture and Jeffries, and she's going to tell us a little bit about being an entrepreneur in her business here in Grenada. So just tell us, how did you become an entrepreneur?
Well, it just started all back in 1978, and I had a small interior design business going, and I had 8 pieces of furniture. I'll say old furniture, I won't even call them antiques. As I was able to, I would add a gift line here and another one, and all of a sudden I had 20 or so. And then I started adding tabletop and bridal registry, and it just went from there. 4 years ago, I lost my mom. She had started her furniture business back in 1948. So we're going on 60.
So it runs in the family.
60 years now. I was very fortunate to have a business in my family. So I put the gifts in with the furniture. Now when somebody comes in, it's very easy. They come to buy a wedding gift, they may buy a piece of furniture. Or they come to buy a piece of furniture and they could get a birthday present. So it works quite well.
Okay, so just tell me, what are 3 key elements that you would give to people out there who may want to start their business or are already entrepreneurs? What are 3 key elements you would give them?
Okay. I'm going to back up.
Okay.
Beyond the 3 elements, okay? I am a firm believer in you need a business plan. Now, in that business plan, you'll find some other elements. But I believe that you have to have that business plan. You have to work your plan. If you do not have a plan, you plan to fail. So within my plan, I think one of the key elements would be location. Location is very important to whatever kind of business you're working with. Obviously, you have to have funding. And then your product knowledge or your knowledge of your business. But now, don't think that you're going to start out with that great knowledge, okay? You're going to gain that along the way. But you need to have a good foundation and know what you're going to do.
Okay, so just talk about maybe some of the difficulties you've experienced just having your own business.
Okay. I'm glad you put an S on that instead of making it just one. Difficulties and challenges. Well, let me see. I think at the top of my list, and I think every person is different. God made us all different. And so at the top of my list is going to be managing personnel. You have to have a happy family in your business. And so managing that personnel for your staff to be happy and do things the way that you would like to have them done. I think it's a teaching and learning process between the employer and the employee. So those challenges will come along. Other challenges, I'm in retail, so within that retail, I think that intelligent buying goes right along with balancing your merchandise and your stock. Another item that I think is really, really important, and that is knowing your location and knowing your clientele. You and I were just chatting about Atlanta a while ago, and I immediately thought when you mentioned Atlanta, I go to market, to the gift market there. And I remember a few years ago, I walked in and everywhere was sunflowers.
Yeah.
I thought, oh my God, I was just overwhelmed. I thought, well, you know what happened? I bought sunflowers. Well, the way things work, I have found out, is all of these new and fresh ideas generally come from the cities. New York, on the West Coast, Los Angeles, they come in from big cities. And so, with my sunflower expedition here, I found that maybe the color palette hadn't come to Grenada yet. Some things like that work that way. And if the timing is not right, it doesn't matter how beautiful it is, the color's not going to go with somebody's home, and they're not going to work. Now, 5 years later, I could sell sunflowers, day
Anytime,
in and
any
day
day.
out. Yes, of course. But that's an important issue. I think that customer service, I'm trying to look on the positive side, not on the negative side. Customer service to me means I've got to have that customer walk through the door.
Yeah.
And I want to make them feel like a king or a queen, but I want it to be genuine. If they buy something from me, I want to give them such good service. I know they're coming back. I don't have to wonder whether they're coming back. I know they're coming back because I made them feel good and I gave them good service. Advertising, that's another challenge. You have to keep your name out in the public. But I will tell you from my experience, the best advertising is word of mouth.
Really? Explain about word of mouth, because some people may think that it's, it's not as important as you say, so just expand on that.
Okay. Let's just say I have a really good customer and I have sold them lots of things, merchandise, and I've given them good service. If I said I was going to be there, I was there and I was on time. So what happens is, maybe they go out to dinner with a couple of friends. And in the course of conversation, something's going to come up about that friend needing something. And so my good customer is immediately going to think of me. And they're going to give my name to their friend. Likely as not, my good customer is going to call me on the phone the next day and say, I gave your name to so-and-so and so-and-so. And, when I see them coming, I'm going to know already.
I know who you are.
I know who you are, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, I probably got to sell, because they know that I'm going to give them good service.
Which now is all kind of...
It meshes together.
intermingled.
It does. It really does. And you will be paid back so many times for service.
So, just, there's people out there probably in high school, maybe about to graduate from college, what would you give a young, beating entrepreneur out there, someone who may want to start something? What are some words of advice you would give to the rookies of it?
Oh, my goodness. Well, let me think. First of all, owning your own business is not just a glamorous situation like some people think. Owning your own business, at best, is a difficult proposition. Because just as we discussed, you have so many challenges. So you better be ready. I think what they need to have, I like to say common sense. You always have to have that in your daily life and the way you live life. Desire and dedication. You have to have those things to make you succeed. I was, like we discussed a while ago, I was very lucky to have parents that were already in business. But one thing my parents never said to me was, oh, I don't think you can do that. Almost like, well, you're not good enough to do that. So from that, I think I gained a lot of confidence. And I've always believed that I could do something. And if you have the desire and you have the dedication, you will succeed.
I think that was a perfect ending. Just really believing in yourself and having the motivation. And, well, thank you, Jeffrey Armstrong, and she's with Whitaker Furniture and Jeffries. And again, more information, remember to visit us at grenadameansbusiness.com/economic gardening to get more tips on how you can start or grow your business right here in Grenada County. Thank you.